What's up guys, VaynerCadex here, we're back doing a video in GTA Online. This has been a while since I've done one in GTA Online. So this is going to be because the new update that just came out was San Andreas Flight School, where basically you can, there's 10 new challenges for you to get medals on GTA Online to teach idiots how to fly. Now I say that, but they're actually fairly difficult, and so the update adds 10 challenges. Yes, you need gold, yeah, blah blah blah. Different challenges, some of them are quite fun. This update also added the fighter pilot outfit you can see I'm wearing, and parachute bags based on locations and countries and things like that. So it's pretty decent update. I really like the fighter pilot outfit. I'm still wearing it now, and I did this video a few days ago. Um, Obviously it's 50,000, so it's quite expensive. I would recommend it though. So anyway, the first one is the outside loop, where you've got to finish this whole course in 58 seconds. It's a very short course anyway. It'll take you about 55 seconds to complete it. Yeah, about 55 to complete it. But what you want to do is make sure you don't have your landing gears down, because that slows your plane down. Make sure you constantly use the acceleration on the plane and don't stop. And as soon as he tells you to go down, you do that. Now, don't do what I did the first time and you do the wrong loop. You've got to be pushing up on the thumbstick, not down, which is how most people do loops. You pull down, so they go up and around. This is down and under. So just make sure you can level the plane out as much as you can. Do not stop for anything, because this next bit you've got to follow it exactly as it says, or you'll crash and die. So you fly this, and as soon as you hit this checkpoint, you'll see, duck it straight under, and you'll fly right under the bridge, and you'll be fine. And to complete it under 58 seconds, as long as you can get the plane upright again and stable, you will get gold. And you should complete it just under 58 seconds, which I think I did it in like 57, maybe? Yeah, I think I did that the same time around the first time as well. I don't know how you can do that faster, because you've got to get there, and that takes quite a while on its own. So, yeah, just make sure you level out your plane. Alright, this one was the hardest one I've ever done, which was engine failure. There's a new jet called a Millie jet or Me jet or something like that, where it's basically just a jet that carries up to 16 people in it. So this one requires you to land within 10 meters of the waypoint, and it sounds easy, but it's not, because you've got to, basically the engine's cut out and you'd have no control over acceleration or anything, so you've just got to glide it down onto the airstrip, and hopefully it'll land within the checkered waypoint, because if not, you don't do it, because it measures it from the wing of the plane. So you've got to make sure you have enough speed when you land and enough distance that the speed will actually take you to the checkered line, and then hopefully it's slow enough that you can keep tapping LT and it'll brake for you. So if you just try and follow this, make sure you put your landing gear down, because it doesn't do it for you. If you try to follow exactly where I land, and then as soon as you hit the landing, just keep gradually tapping LT until it comes to a speed where it looks like it's going to completely stop. And like, this is a really ridiculously slow speed. It's not going to stop though, don't worry. Just make sure it keeps going, and if you can keep an eye on the distance, and as soon as you see it hit about 15, keep pulling that trigger, and you should land like ridiculously close to it. I think I did 2.89 or something that run. I mean, the first time I did it, I was like 9 meters or something away, because I didn't realize where you had to land it, but that's where you need to land it. And if you get more money for these, I've just realized that it doesn't look like you're getting much money, but you get a lot more money the first time you do it, and the first gold star you make and things like that. It's just I've done it before. Alright, this next one is quite fun actually. I really enjoyed this one. You've got to chase your parachute out of the plane. Basically it's already fallen, as you can see, and you're in the back of a Titan or cargo bomb, I'm not sure. You've got to jump after it. So how to do this is, you want to, as soon as you kind of dive out, you want to gradually just see where it is and then dive a little bit. As you can see, diving speeds you up, so you want to get close to it. Then pull back on the thumbstick, and as you can see, he starts like gliding forward a bit. And as soon as your head is just about to like cover over the parachute, press up on the thumbstick, and you will dive straight down. and you should be able to pick it up. Now that's not how you're marked though. You're marked by where you land, because this is basically a parachute jump. You have to land in the cricket field or whatever the hell field that is, baseball field, I don't know. You've got to land in the middle of the circle. But when I say land, that's not strictly true. Because, as you'll see in a minute, I land right outside the circle, and I'll tell you why. It's because if you land right in the circle, you run out, and you're measured from where you run. So where your run ends, as you can see, he's running inside, and he's basically in the middle now, and that's a gold star. The first time I did it, I landed like directly into the center, and he went straight out of the circle, and I didn't get anything because it marked it from where he literally stopped moving. So just make sure you land outside the circle, and you should run straight into it. Unless you have one of those stupid landings where it cuts out and he just stops. Right, this one's another landing one where you've got to land it into the checkered circle. Don't fall for the same mistake I did where you think, because this one your engines are still going, you only lose one engine, which is the far left. Don't do the thing where you land and then gradually keep accelerating so it lands, like so you drive into the checkered line. It doesn't work. You've got to make sure you actually land and then glide it into the checkered circle and then pull the brake when you're pretty much in it. Because the brakes are the only thing that works. You can't accelerate because as soon as you hit the ground, the acceleration just stops for some reason. So the first part of this is just driving in the checkpoints. Then you'll lose your engine around about here, and he'll tell you, well, basically just control it. And then you'll have to hit this checkpoint where I'm about to hit, because he initially tells you to land at the airport. He'll then, when you hit this, tell you to direct yourself towards the beach next to Del Piero Pier, I think it's called, where the Ferris wheel and the roller coaster is, and you've got to land it just past there. But you've got to make sure you land on the beach and the wings don't clip any of the lifeguard stations or anything like that, because that will ruin your day. The only advice you can really give with this is make sure that when you get to that checkpoint you can straighten off and actually level it towards the checkered lines, and then make sure when you're about to touch down, start letting go of keep tapping LT and you'll start letting go of the propellers will stop working basically, and then you should be able to glide straight into it. That wasn't a very good attempt because it measures from the middle of the plane, well, where the wings of the plane are, so you've just got to make sure you get in within 10 meters, which is actually quite difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it can be quite difficult. So it's really just a trial and error, but if you just try and follow that, you should be fine. This next one is the last one for this video. You've basically just got to land a new Swift helicopter onto the moving flatbed truck. Now it sounds easy, but it's not, because the nose of this bloody helicopter is ridiculously long. You misjudge how long it is, and the flatbed around the mark where you should land it, he starts turning on this, so you've got to be careful. As you can see, just try and level it off, slow it down, and as he's about to hit the straight on the bridge, that's when you want to try and land it on. You can just slam it down. As long as it's on there, you'll be fine. So get that under 90 seconds, you'll get a gold medal. You'll get quite a bit of dosh as well for the first time. So that's it for part 1. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.